You can see the screen, boys.
Yes.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
An electric dipole with a dipole moment 4 into 10 to the power of minus 9 coulomb meter is aligned at an angle of 30 degrees with the direction of the uniform, its electric field. Its electric field. So you very well know when you have, right, all your electric field, I'll represent it by electric field lines, E vector. Suppose if I have a dipole minus Q and plus Q, it will be at what becomes P vector. This angle is theta. Okay. Now, when I place an electric dipole in an electric field, what can you say? What will the electric field do? Was when I place an electric dipole, say a water molecule, in an electric field, is the field uniform or non-uniform? Is the field? How will you check whether the field is uniform? Uniform. How do you check your field is uniform or non-uniform? Abhishek. Abhishek, come. Yeah. How will you check whether the field is uniform? Oh, charger is the problem? Charging? Okay. How will you check whether the field is uniform or non-uniform? In terms of electric field lines, how will you check, boys? If your field lines are equally spaced and parallel to each other, then the field is uniform. Is that clear? So when the dipole is placed in an electric field, uniform electric
if the field
is what happened?
For the uniform motion, what did you say?
For uniform electric field, all your electric field lines, all your electric field lines should be straight and parallel to each other. Is that clear, boys? Now, what is going to happen when I place a dipole in an electric field? What will happen? What does the field do? What will happen, boys? There's a uniform electric field. What will happen? Your electric field will apply a force on the dipole. Okay. If the electric field applies a force on the dipole and it will tend to rotate, that rotating force is only torque, right? When it rotates, in which orientation will your electric dipole align? In which direction will the electric dipole align? Direction of the electric field. See, whatever might be, I can place your electric dipole this way also. This is your electric field, right? I can place a dipole like this. I can place this way. Whichever way I place, what will happen? Your electric field, I can place like this also. Right? It makes an angle theta with your electric field. Here theta is 90 degrees. In this case, theta will be 90 degrees. I can place in whatever way I want. But what does your electric field do? It will rotate the dipole. And now what happens? Look how the electric dipole will align. The electric dipole will align in a direction. This is how the electric dipole will align. This is E vector minus Q plus Q. Your P vector becomes parallel. What the electric field does? Condition is your electric field should be uniform. Yeah? Your electric field should be uniform. If that is the case, then there will be no translatory motion. You know what is translatory motion? Your dipole will not move either upward, downward, sideways. There will be no linear motion, but it begins to rotate. Are you clear, boys? It gets, see, look at this here, the first case. Yes. In this case, it gets rotated. Because finally this minus this is how P vector is from minus Q vector to plus Q vector. Your E vector and P vector will be along the same direction. This is what an electric field does. Clear, boys? And now here the formula is, what is the formula for torque? P is sine theta. Okay. Theta is the angle between what? This dipole moment and the electric field. Boys, please write the formula and draw a diagram, have a rough diagram. You should know what is the angle. So this will be your E vector. And I'll draw the dipole here. Minus Q and plus Q. This is a dipole. It has a length 2L. And the strength of the dipole moment. This is your P vector. Is that correct, boys? And look at the angle. This angle between P vector and E vector. This angle is theta. Is that clear, boys? P vector, E vector, and this angle is theta. So what is dipole moment, boys? They have given it as 4 into 10 to the power of minus 9. You know why it is Coulomb meter? What is the formula for dipole moment? P is equal to Q into 2L. Okay, boys, look at the formula. Dipole moment P is equal to Q into 2L, correct? What is the SI unit of Q? Charge is Coulomb. Q is the charge, any one charge, magnitude of the charge. So the SI unit of this is Coulomb. What is this? Meter. So if you forget, boys, you have to remember your equation. So that will be the SI unit of dipole moment. Should I write? This is the dipole moment. What is theta here, boys? 30 degrees. Uniform electric field, boys. It's electric field. So tau becomes equal to PE sine theta. What is the value of E? 5 into 10 to the power 4 newtons per coulomb. Can you substitute and check and tell me what is?
Ma'am, 10 raised to 4.
10 raised to 4?
Negative.
Okay, fine.
And 10 raised to minus 4 Newton meters.
Negative.
10 raised to minus 4. So tau becomes equal to P is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 9. Sorry. E is 5 into 10 to the power of 4. Sine 30 is half, right? So that will be 4 into 5 into 10 to the power of minus 5 divided by 2. So it is 10 into 10 to the power of minus 5, or I can write 10 to the power of minus 4. Now I want the SI unit. What will be the SI unit?
Newton meter.
Yeah. Why Newton meter? Tau is force into the perpendicular distance. Sorry, torque is always any force and the perpendicular. That is Newton meter. Was important, simple numerical. We'll get it as a 2-mark question. Now we'll go for electric flux. I'll just check how much electric flux you people have understood, because unless the laptop was, I think once your timetable comes up, it has already come up, so they will wait for might be 2 weeks at least. So you will be having practical classes. Because last year they have deleted number of experiments. It was from 8 experiments. Now, again, they have come back to 12. Now you will have 12 experiments. Boys, shall I move for the next one or you need time to complete?
Ma'am, we'll have a timetable change again from next week.
New timetable has come, boys. The class teacher would have announced. No, because just now we received. So ma'am will tell us. Just keep an eye on your project, boys. Do select your project because we have to start once you come for your practical classes. Side by side, you have to complete your project also.
Ma'am, so if we start doing our projects like the theory part and also when do we submit the file? Ma'am, no, once we make the other file, ma'am, like not the practical part, but the theory part. So once we finish that, we can submit it to you.
No, I just want only the topic I want. I don't want the entire thing. So suppose if you have selected transformer, what is that you are going to do with transformer? Only one line or two lines? The project, what you are taking up and what is that you are finding from the project? Because I have to arrange for the apparatus.
Okay, ma'am.
You will not know how time flies. The reason I'll tell you, because suppose, no, the reason is that once you start your project, sometimes values you will not get the values. Sometimes you yourself will feel, no, I don't want to do this project. I want to shift to the other project. So students keep taking time. So if you finish it, select your topic, whatever you want. Meanwhile, I have to arrange for the apparatus setup also there. Right? So shall I go for the next one?
Ma'am, we just need to submit it into that form, right?
It's okay, fine. Take your time. By this weekend, do that, boys.
Okay, ma'am.
Next one, electric flux. What is electric flux? What is electric flux, boys? What is electric flux? Okay, electric field lines passing through any closed surface or open surface. And what is the condition? What is the condition? The electric field lines, the number of electric field lines which are passing through any surface. You can see the electric field lines are passing through surface. Right? What is the condition? All your field lines should be perpendicular to the surface. That is the condition. What is? It's not that all the see any number of electric field lines can pass through a surface. Electric flux is only those field lines which are always perpendicular to the surface. Right? Now let me go for this. Now look at this. This is an open surface. Okay. Any surface for that matter. Right? Now, how do you represent an electric field? E is your electric field. You represent your electric field by electric field lines. That is what these electric field lines are. So the number of field lines which are passing through this surface and all the field lines should be normal. Normal means what? Perpendicular to the surface. That is the condition. I can have, look at this, boys. I can have electric field lines like this. But these field lines should not be taken into consideration. Know why? Because these field lines are not perpendicular to the surface. Okay. On what factors does your electric flux depend? Can someone tell me? On what factor does your electric flux? What is electric flux? Electric flux is nothing but all these field lines, right? All these field lines which are passing through the surface, conditions perpendicular to the surface. Now that is electric flux phi. You represent it as phi. Now just tell me on what factor this phi will depend. Okay. Okay, that is you are going for Gauss's theorem. Okay, now look at the third diagram. Boys, can you see the third diagram? I'll just mark this as 1. I'll mark this as 2.
Ma'am?
Yes?
Ma'am, can you show the previous slide?
No, I'll just...
Ma'am, not this one, the other one.
No, I'll redo that, boys. I'll just go for
okay.
this 5. Now look at these two. The diagram which I have shown. Both are of different surface area. Both are placed, say, in the same electric field. But how many electric field lines are passing through surface 1? How many electric field lines are passing through 6? So more the number of electric field lines, more will be your electric flux. Electric flux is nothing but the number of field lines passing through a given area, right? If the field lines are more, then the flux is going to be high. When will your field lines be more? No, leave the surface area. I'm talking about surface area. When you can get more number of field lines, what does a large number of field lines depict? About the strength of the electric field. Yes, if you have a strong electric field, then the number of field lines will increase. If the number of field lines increases, what happens to your flux? Increases. That is why phi depends on the strength of the electric field. Are you clear, boys? 12B?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Harish?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So electric field lines, boys, if your strength of your electric field, I am talking about the strength. If the strength of your electric field is higher, then what happens to the field lines? Field lines will also increase. Are you clear, boys? More the strength, more will be the field lines. More the field lines, what happens to the flux? Flux will also increase. Is that clear, boys? Now, that's second part. So electric flux depends upon the strength of the electric field. That is the first one. It depends upon the area. Your strength of the electric field might be more, but if you put a very small area, then the field lines passing through it will also count. So in general, your flux is going to depend on the strength of the electric field. More the strength of the electric field, more will be the field lines. Correct? And it also depends upon the area through which the electric field is passing. The area is small, then the field lines passing through it will be less. So flux is also less. Depends on the area. Third one, it depends upon how are you going to place the surface in an electric field. How are you going to place an surface? See, if your field is acting along, if your field is acting along the board, along the plane of the board, I can keep an area like this. The surface is perpendicular to the plane. This is the plane. I can keep an area like this. I can keep an area like this. Right? Depends upon the area. The orientation of the area. If you want, I'll just go for another slide. Because unless and until you understand this concept, it will be very tough for you. There are two things. Do you know what is an area vector? Any vector which is perpendicular to the surface, right? Now let me go for this. Suppose I have a surface, right, boys? Now let me draw all the electric field lines. This is your E vector. Yeah. And then your area vector, any vector which is perpendicular to the surface is your area vector. Perpendicular to the plane is your area vector. Suppose if I have like this is your plane. Is this not area vector? Any vector which is perpendicular to the surface is your area vector. Now here, what is the angle between A vector and B vector? What is the angle? And is 0. So here the angle between A and E are 0. Is that clear, boys? Now I can have this way also. Now look at the orientation, boys. Suppose I have all my electric field lines like this. So why I'm going for this is otherwise you'll not understand, you'll not be able to solve numericals. So I'm just, this is your E, correct, boys? Okay, suppose if I have an area, This is your surface. Clear? Anything? Okay. This is your area vector. The surface. I've filtered the surface, right? So now there is an angle, sorry. There is an angle theta here. Area vector means anything that is perpendicular. Now in this case, I have to get an expression for phi, right? Now E vector is along horizontal axis. Both are vectors. Electric field is a vector. Area is also a vector. Both are vector, right? E is along the horizontal direction, right? Should I resolve this? Any vector which is lying along horizontal direction or vertical direction, I need not split. Only a vector which is making an angle either with the
Ma'am, like
horizontal
the
or
third
with the
one that you
vertical.
drew. The
Yes.
one with theta.
So correct. So now this A has to be resolved into what? Two components.
Ma'am, it's
What happened, I said?
horizontal, not vertical component.
So I'll go for this. Your A is resolved into two components. The top one will be A sine theta. This one will be, already E is there here. This will be A cos. Okay. So the component of the area vector which is along E vector should be taken into consideration for electric flux. So phi is equal to EA cos theta. This is the formula for your electric flux. Are you clear, boys? Theta is always the angle between an area vector, a vector which is perpendicular to the surface, E is your, and the electric field strength is in general. Okay, okay. Okay, fine. Can you take this up? Yes, you can write. Can you write this, boys? 12B.
Ma'am.
Just go for that. This one, boys. Yes. What happened?
Ma'am, we just draw the diagram and write whatever is written.
Okay. The third one, which one? Delta is that why we have to go for Gaussian surface. You construct a Gaussian surface. In the Gaussian surface, you take a very small element. There you go. Yes. So today, last period, this period only numericals. Okay, boys? Is that fine? Because Taizir right now is giving impression that BAM is coming and making all the theory part stressful. Mohammed is telling something. He's telling why BAM is coming and putting so much pressure on us.
Ma'am, me?
No, sorry. Too much of physics now. Zamir?
Ma'am, when did I do anything? I didn't say anything. Ma'am, you started with Tyson, then you ended with me.
Okay, fine. It's fine. I'm not blaming anyone. Just learn, boys, because syllabus is vast. So much of what else I have to say? Application-based questions you have to work on, right? Shall we start with the numerical, boys?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes, Jonathan.
Ma'am, if E has to be perpendicular to the flux, then why did we take A cos theta, ma'am? Like it's in the same direction.
It is always the It is always the component of A or E. Or now here it is A. the component of A along electric field vector. Now,
Okay.
have you learned, do you remember that, I don't know how much you people remember about it, when you have a variable force acting, making an angle theta with the horizontal. So work done is equal to Fs cos theta.
Yes, ma'am.
Now start writing this question, boys. Consider a uniform electric field. Now look at the strength of the electric field given. E is equal to, boys, it's a vector, 3 into 10 to the power of 3 I cap newtons per coulomb. Sorry. Newtons per coulomb. Now you just, can someone tell me in which direction is your electric field acting? Positive x-axis, look at this. E is in terms of I cap. Okay. If it is I cap, boys, if it is I cap, your electric field will act along positive x-axis. Okay. If it would have been minus I cap, in which direction? Negative x-axis. If it would have been j cap, positive y-axis. If it would have been k cap, positive z-axis. Now, can you check in which direction, sorry, is your electric field acting, boys? Look at this. In which direction is your electric field is acting? Positive x-axis. Is that clear, boys? Make a note of it. E vector, because I couldn't, 3 into 10 to the power of 3, 12b on the other side. Are you fine, boys? So your
Yes,
E is acting positive x-axis. Copy down the question. What is the flux of this field through a square of 10 centimeters side length? Sorry, 10 centimeters side, whose plane is parallel to the YZ plane. Then second one, what is the flux to the same square if the normal to the plane makes an angle of 60 degrees with x-axis? Any vector which is perpendicular to the surface is a normal vector. Your area vector is also acting along the normal vector. Generally, what happens is that have a surface like this. If I have a surface like this, this will be your normal vector. What's your area vector? This will be your area vector, normal vector. Have you completed? Now we'll have to go for the diagram. Boys, this is all conceptual based question. How much concept you have understood? Right? Look at the diagram. Look at the diagram. Now, which is your YZ plane? Can you imagine your YZ? I'll highlight the YZ plane. Right, boss? Let me highlight the YZ plane. Can you see the YZ plane, boss? Okay. Now, the blue one is your square. Okay. The surface is a square, right? Compare the plane. You know what is a plane? Now, are the planes the parallel? Are the YZ plane and this plane parallel? Boys, whatever I have highlighted in yellow is a YZ plane, right? Then, so this is your, this one is the square, right? This is a square. Now compare the plane of the square. The plane of the square and the YZ plane are parallel to each other, correct?
Yes,
Right,
ma'am.
boys? Fine. Now let me draw. Your electric field is acting along which direction, boys? Your electric field is acting along which direction?
Positive x-axis.
Positive x-axis. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is your electric field. It is acting along positive x-axis. Okay. Yeah, you can. Okay. Electric field is acting. This is E vector. What about the area vector or the normal vector? What would be the area vector or the normal vector? That is also perpendicular, right? So A vector, E vector will be parallel to each other. This is area vector. This will be your E vector. Are you clear, boys? Are your diagrams clear? Kavin? Kavin? Is not there? He's in your class, right? Kavin is your class? He's not in your class. Okay. Okay, now tell me what is the angle between A vector and E vector, boys? What is the angle between them?
Is it zero because it's
That is zero. What is your flux? Phi is equal to EA cos theta. Okay, fine. So 0. So phi is equal to EA cos 0. What is the value of cos 0? 1. Cos 180 is minus 1. Cos 0 is 1. So phi becomes equal to EA. Is that fine, boys? Is that fine? Okay. Now look at this. What is the formula for what is the magnitude of E? This is E, okay? Look at the magnitude of E.
3 into
What
10
should I
to
substitute for
So
it?
what did you write
3
for
into 10 to
theta
the power
equals to?
3. 3, correct?
We need to
But
draw
can
the
you
diagram.
understand? E is 10 to the power of 3.
Excuse me,
Correct,
ma'am.
boys? What is the area, boys? What is the area of the what is the side length of the square? 10 centimeter. How can I write this as in meter? 10 into 10 to the power of minus 2 meter.
Ma'am?
Yes, what happened?
Ma'am,
Yes,
sorry,
boys.
what did you write for theta, ma'am? Theta equals to?
Theta is 0 degrees. Sorry. Theta is 0 degrees. Because
Do we draw the diagram?
yeah, you can. Okay. S is equal to 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. Then what is the area? 10 into 10 to the power of minus 2 the whole square. So what is that? 100 into 10 to the power of minus 4. So what is area? 10 to the power of minus 2 meters square. Is that correct? Okay. Now the rest is yours. You calculate, boys. I say. Okay. Let others also do. Phi becomes equal to E is what, boys? The value of E is 3 into 10 to the power of 3, correct? 3 into 10 to the power of 3 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Area is what? So what is phi now? 3 into 10. Phi is 30. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What will be the SI unit? What is the SI unit?
Newton meter square coulomb raised to minus 1.
Okay, Newton's meter squared per coulomb. Newton meter squared per coulomb. You know how you arrived at? Okay. Finished, completed? Okay, those who have completed, draw the second diagram. Let us see.
Ma'am, 1 minute.
You draw the diagram by yourself.
Ma'am, 1 minute.
What happened?
Isn't it 10 raised to minus 1?
Minus 1 or plus 1 was? 10 to the power of plus 3, 10 to the power of minus.
It's
Which
the
one?
final answer is 3 into 10 raised to 2.
1 second. Wait, boys. 100. So 10 to the power of minus 2. Minus 2. I. Where is that you are getting 10 to the power of minus?
Sorry, my bad, my fault. I made a mistake.
Okay. Those who have completed, I
Ma'am?
want you to have a rough diagram. Yes. Yes,
Ma'am, can
Prasanna?
you repeat again, like how do you get cos 0? Only the cos 0 part.
Okay, okay. Boss, what is the angle between area vector and electric field vector? Both are parallel to each other. Any vectors which are parallel to each other, the angle between them will be 0. Any
Okay, ma'am,
vectors
got it.
which are same direction, they're traveling in the same direction, angle is 0, cos 0 is 1.
Okay, ma'am, got it.
Now I want you people draw the electric field lines, draw a surface which is slightly tilted, and the angle between area vector and E vector is 60 degrees. Can you draw the rough diagram? Let us see. The area vector. Yes. Draw a diagram by yourself. Can someone put Siddharth? Can you put this on chat box? So I'll erase this slide.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll go for the next one, boys.
Yes, ma'am.
After you. Sure. No. See, whether it is based on your electrostatics, nothing. Any question, anywhere, later on, you solve, right? Whether you go for it, always, diagram will be helpful to understand the question better. Rough diagram, no need for. Boys, the next one, I'll draw the diagram. So this is your E vector. Right? Suppose if I draw a surface, sorry. All my diagram looks. Say area vector. Now what is the angle between them? This is 60 degrees, boss. So then what is phi now? Phi is equal to EA cos 60.
Cos 60.
Okay. So phi is equal to E is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 3. Area is what? 10 to the power of minus 2 meters square. Cos 60 is sin 30 is half opposite side. So will it not be 15
15.
Yes, ma'am.
newtons meters squared per coulomb?
Oh, this is the second part of the question, right?
Yes, boy, second part.
Ma'am, in exam, we don't have to draw diagrams, right?
No need, boys. Diagram is always for you to understand the concept. The diagram is for you to understand the concept. Okay? Always, I would suggest have a rough diagram, boys. Very important. Okay? Shall I go for the next one? Now this is your reasoning before I go for a long one, right? Now look at the question. Am I audible, boys? The one who are sitting at home, am I
Yes,
audible?
ma'am.
Okay. Now look at this. 3 point charges plus 2q. It's all one mark question, right? Minus q, 3q. Okay. 2 charges plus 2q and minus q are enclosed within a surface S. What is the electric flux due to this configuration to the surfaces? What is the electric flux? You have to use your Gauss's theorem. Okay, what is Gauss's theorem? According to Gauss's law, okay, flux phi, okay, I'll just write flux is equal to Q by epsilon naught. What is Q? The total charge, okay, enclosed by the surface divided by epsilon naught.
Do you have to write this?
1 second. If you don't write, you will not understand. What is that, boss? One is good enough, you people only. What is the total charge enclosed by the surface? What is the total charge enclosed by the surface? Okay, 4Q. Very good. Any other answer? Yeah. What is the total charge lying inside, enclosed means what? Lying inside the surface. Yeah. Boys, can you identify this? What is the total charge enclosed by the surface?
Ma'am, Q.
Yeah, correct. 2Q minus Q, it is Q. So your flux phi becomes equal to the total flux. Can you see what is enclosed within the? Boys, this is the surface, right? Within the surface, what are the charges which are lying? Right? So it is plus 2Q plus minus Q divided by epsilon naught. So then what is phi now? Phi becomes Q by epsilon naught. Is that fine, boys?
Yes, ma'am.
Gauss's law is important. Yeah. Because what happens if it is a 1 mark question? If it is 1 mark question, half a mark over here, half a mark over here. This is how the marks will be divided.
Ma'am, that's the final answer.
Was Q by epsilon. That's the final answer.
Okay, ma'am.
No, I'll come, boss. I'll just keep on moving because let us do numericals on Gauss's application. Very important is the plane sheet. You have learned about a plane sheet. Yeah, between two plane sheets, what is the strength of the electric field? Such question often repeats. I'll first let me finish off electric flux and Gauss's theorem. Then we'll go for each and application. Shall I go for the next one, boys? Now, this is very, very important question. Boys, please do mark this as very, very important question in terms of your 5 marks. Such question always comes up, boys. Now look at the question. The first part of the question is, state Gauss's law in electrostatics. Are you clear? So they'll ask you the statement. Now look at this. A cube of each side. What is the side of the cube? A cube of side A is kept in an electric field, right? Now tell me in which direction, Abhishek, tell me in which direction the electric field is acting. Positive x-axis, it's I cap, right? So it is Cx, boys, it's not into, it is Cx I cap as shown in the figure where C is a positive dimensional constant. What is the electric flux through the cube? Which means a charge is placed inside the cube, boys. A charge is placed inside the cube. And what is the electric flux? Electric flux means what? The number of electrons which are coming out of it, perpendicular to the surface. Is that clear? Okay. So you very well know your electric field is acting in. Your electric field is acting in which direction? Means positive x direction. Those who are at home, is that fine, boys, for you?
Yes.
Yes.
Fine. So
Yes,
now let me highlight, boys, let me highlight two surfaces. Right. Now let me go for these two parallel surfaces because your electric field is acting only along x-axis. So there will be no field lines along y direction, z direction, upward. Yes. So now let me mark this surface as 2, this surface as 1. Can you see those surfaces, boys? Okay. Can you see the surfaces which I have highlighted? Two surfaces, surface 1 and surface 2.
Yes.
Okay. Now for surface 2, your electric field is acting in which direction? Positive x-axis. Is this clear, boys? Electric field is acting in positive x. So for surface 1 also, your electric field is going to act along both the surfaces. Electric field is along positive x-axis. Now, what about the area vector for the surface 2? It's radially outward. For the second surface, that's why I told diagrams are important. Can you just check this? You should not make error here, boys. E vector, A vector.
Ma'am, they can't be in the same direction.
What
The two
happened?
area vectors. Ma'am, the two area vectors, they always point opposite to each other.
Always, no, it is radially outward.
Okay, ma'am.
Are you clear, boys? It's radially outward. Area vector is radially outward. Is that clear? Abhishek,
Yes, ma'am.
sorry. No, I didn't bring your attendance, otherwise I would have called you. Now, for surface 2, can someone answer, boys? For surface 2, what is the angle between E vector and A vector?
Ma'am,
For
0.
surface 2, 0. Boys, for surface 2, angle theta is 0. Is that clear? Is that clear, boys?
Yes, ma'am.
12B. Okay. For surface 1, what is the angle between E vector and A vector? Opposite. For surface 1,
180.
180. Right? Now, stepwise, let us find what is the electric flux through surface 2, surface 1, and the total flux. So once your diagram is over, we'll start doing. No, area vector. Area vector is always perpendicular. Your Indian is your asking. No, why not? Your question is why not A vector be like this? That is what you're asking.
No, he's asking say for surface 1, A vector is like the opposite side. So both will be negative.
Both are opposite to each other. Anti-parallel. Anti-parallel means angle between them is 180 degrees.
Why
Now,
A vector is different?
why A vector is?
Different in surface 1 and surface 2.
Yeah, because your area vector is 1, which is perpendicular to the surface and should act radially outward. Okay. Is that fine? Okay, now we'll go for this electric flux. Right, this electric flux rises when time gets over. I'll be moving with it. Electric flux through surface 1. Right, boss? Yes. Right, boss. Electric flux through surface 1. What is the formula? Phi is equal to EA cos theta. Is that correct? Now, what is theta here? Theta for surface 1 is 180 degrees. So cos 180 is what? Minus 1. Okay. So phi is equal to EA cos 180. So cos 180 is minus 1. So phi becomes equal to minus E into A. Now we have to, I'll mark this as phi 1. Now what is the value of E? What is E, boys? Now I'm just writing over here, E is equal to Cx. I'm just going only for the magnitude of E. E is equal to C into X. Now you have to be a little bit careful, boys. I have to substitute for E. Is that clear? I have to substitute for E. Now what is, wait, what is X? X is the distance of any surface from the origin. X is the distance of any surface from the origin. Which surface we are talking about? Surface 1. How far is your surface 1 away from the origin? A meters. Is that clear, boys? Your surface 1 is at the distance of A meters. Can you see? Or can I put a different color? Your surface 1 is at the distance of A meters. So then X becomes equal to what? A. Is that clear, boys? Okay, let me substitute over here. Phi 1 is equal to minus, I'll first substitute for E. E is what? C into X, correct? Okay, then what is the area of the surface? This one. The side cube has a side of A.
It's breakup.
Okay, I'll just finish this off and I'll move. Okay, so what is phi 1? What is the value of X? What is the value of X? A, correct? So it is minus CA into A squared. So what is that? Minus CA cube. Everything looks clumsy, boys. Okay. What happened, boys? So phi 1 is minus CA cube, boys. Those who have completed, go for your food and come back. Minus. Electric field newtons per coulomb. Because it is a forced experience, boys, those who have completed can leave. So that this is the way they have given you. C is some constant. So they have found the value. Boys, others can leave. Yes, what happened?
Ma'am, why did you write X with C?
C into X. What is X? X is the distance of the surface 1 from the origin. How far is the surface 1 from the origin?
Ma'am,
How
A.
far is A meters? That is why X becomes A. Okay. Boys, what you do is, you have your food. As you are having your food, you just go through all these things so that when I come back, last period, I'll do 5. Is that clear, boys? Just to go through it, what you have learned. Yes?
Thank you,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. People run very fast, but you people